In a land far from here lived a wise man. Like all wise men, he had read all 50 books of wisdom. But unlike the other wise men, he had selected of these 50 books the 5 most important ones. And these 5 books he had read 7 times, and then he knew them by heart. Whenever he wanted, he could recite from these books sentences or whole passages of wisdom, and that made a big impression on us, his students. We learned a lot from him, although I must admit, usually we did not really understand him, as his wisdom was dense like a pine forest and vast like the ocean. For instance, when he tried to teach us something about the stars, we understood maybe 20% of what he tried to teach us. But this 20% was so fascinating, so revealing, so surprising, it felt as if it was not necessary to understand the other 80%. 20% was enough for us, as it helped us to find new ways, better ways, more beautiful ways to do the things we did in the world. In the evening we were sitting under the apple tree. He was drinking Trappist beer and eating bread and cheese. And then sometimes I saw sadness in the shadow around his eyes and in the slowness of his movements. He never talked about his sadness, and I asked myself if it pained him to realize that we were satisfied with the 20% and that he would never be really understood for the full 100%. Or maybe it was something else that made him sad. A lost love maybe, or seeing that the world was turning in the wrong direction, seeing it and realizing that despite all his wisdom, he could not do anything to change it. So it was clear that he was sad, but on the other hand, we all knew that he loved teaching us, and it was pleased to see how we used his ideas to do the things we did in a different way.